A common objective among traders is trying to find securities that are moving. As you might imagine, there are a number of different ways to do this. But if you're interested in looking through a large number of securities, using the Explorer is the tool that you need to use. To open up the Explorer, just click on the pair of binoculars up here at the top, or you can go to the Tools and choose the Explorer from the drop-down list. Inside your Explorer, there's a number of different scans that could be really valuable to you. But the one that we're going to take a look at today is called the Equus Performance Daily. And let me open it up. I'll double click on it. And inside this you'll see underneath the notes it says 1, 5, 10, 30, 60-day performance sorted on 1-day performance. What this is going to do for us is this is going to tell us how much something is moving over those different periods of time. Now keep in mind there's 5 trading days in a week typically. So 10 days is going to give us about 2 weeks of data, 30 days is going to give us approximately 6 weeks of data, and 60 days is going to give us 3 months of data. So let's go ahead and run this scan. We'll click on OK, click on Explore, choose the database that you want to run it on. Now I've got a database of 500 stocks here, the S&P 500, that I'm going to run it on. This database is saved or stored on my hard drive, so this is what we call local data. What you'll find is that when you run these scans on local data, it's going to run a lot faster than running on online data. But when it's finished, just click on your reports. And inside your reports, you're going to see a listing of the securities. All this information can be sorted by clicking on any of the column headings. So for example, the securities are going to be listed alphabetically, followed by a column called Close, and the close is going to tell us the price of the security. So for example, in this case, our lowest price security is Sprint and Nextel. If I click on it again, the highest price security in this database is Google. Then we've got columns of data called 1-day, 5-day, 10-day, 30-day, 60-day, and finally the ticker. These are telling us the percentage changes over these different periods of time. Again, we can sort on the columns by clicking on them. And for example, like if I click on the 10-day a couple times, you'll see that the security at the top of the list is Sears. Now taking a look at this data, you'll see that the number underneath this 1-day column says 0.6588. What this is telling you is that since Sears closed at 68.76, it's 0.65% higher than it was the previous bar or previous day. I'm scanning on end of day data, so each bar is representing 1 day of time. And over the 5-day period, Sears closed at 68.76, which is 26% higher than it was 5 periods or 5 bars ago, 44% higher than it was 10 bars ago or 2 weeks, and 102% higher than it was 6 weeks ago. And then over a 3-month period, it's up over 20%. So I can see by looking at these numbers that Sears is absolutely taken off here over the last few months. So let's take a look at it. We'll go ahead and select it, click on the open chart and take a look at the chart. And you'll see here in the background, if I zoom in on it here just a little bit, that's exactly what happened. Over the last few months, Sears has absolutely taken off. So this is the kind of information that this particular scan will find out for you. And if you're interested in taking a look at the securities on the other side of the market, meaning maybe you're bearish on the market, you can use the exact same report but just sort the data differently. So for example, I'll go back into the reports and then click on the column that might be of interest to you. So for example, I'll click on the 30-day and I can see the security that's down the most over the last 6 weeks is Frontier Communications. So let's take a look at that one. I'll open it up, close down these dialogues, and as you can see, that's exactly what happened. Frontier Communications is absolutely fallen through the floor. So again, if you're looking for securities that have been moving, take a look at the Equus Performance Daily Scan. I think this will give you a lot of great information. And for more MetaStock training, please visit our website at www.learnmetastock.com.